There are some things you can do prop-wise. Let's say you get your alignment right, it's not working. You try some modifications, still not working. You may need a prop. There's no shame in that. We all need props at times. One of the simplest props to have on hand is a towel. It's good to have a towel or a blanket anytime. But if you roll up a towel, this one's a little thick, so I'm just going to fold it over a couple times. Placing a towel beneath the heel of the palm, it oftentimes will relieve wrist pain. I have used this one myself. If you're, say you're in a studio and you get caught off guard, you go into like all fours, and you're like, man, my wrists are really sore today for whatever reason. You don't have a towel on hand, you can double the mat over a couple times, more if you need more. And what that does is by allowing those fingers to cup over, the wrist goes from being bent back so much, it allows just a little tension off of the wrist joint itself. And particularly if once you put that under your palms, you really focus consciously pushing into the mat with the fingers, you're going to change the distribution of the weight in the hand. Many times, just by changing the distribution of the weight into the kind of the four corners of your palm or the whole hand, makes all the difference in the world. So there's there's one prop you can use. Another prop, and I don't ever hear anybody mention this one, but it's a really good one, and that is you can take many poses that are done off the floor using a chair, and then you have 100% control over the amount of weight going into the wrist. I didn't have a wrist issue recently, but I broke a finger, and it caused a lot of similar issues. You can take a chair, and if you stand with a chair, the moment I bend over and put my hands on this chair, notice my hands are almost exactly the height of my knees. Functionally, for everything above my knees, it's just as if I'm kneeling on the floor, right? In so many ways. And so if you need to do like cat-cow, this is a fantastic alternative way to do this and relieve pain in the wrist. You can take the hands over and wrap them around the corners of the chair. That helps you get almost in like that knuckle up position so that it's more in the meat of the thumb rather than hard on the wrist. So you can change your hand position here. But the big thing is when you're standing, you have so much more control over the weight that is in your hands. Because like I literally can do this, right? I can be in this shape and have no weight in my hands. So you have so much more control just by doing this. In almost anything you would do on all fours, like whether it's cat-cow, if you're going to do like snowbird, or you're going to reach back. I said snowbird, sunbird. I always want to do that. You want to reach back, grab your foot, do these kind of maneuvers. All of that stuff is possible standing up and having 100% control over the weight in the wrist, and boom, that means no more wrist pain. How awesome is that? So that's a great modification. If you're having trouble being able to get up and down from the floor, you can bring the floor up to you and really broaden out the range of what you're able to do in your practice. So keep in mind, chair yoga sometimes means using the chair as a prop to bring the floor up to you. Hey, I hope you learned a lot in this video, and I want to make sure that you understand it's just one part of a 4-part little mini course I put together on how to avoid wrist pain. I put all those videos in a single playlist that you can access next to this little short video, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Live fit, faithful, and epic for the Lord. Until I see you then. Bye now.